We are now with Ash Ravikumar, the Entrepreneurship Development Manager at CERN. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for accepting our request. What is the importance of the current summit for you?
Look, so for me, there are two different aspects which don't gel. One is people with technologies and people with the needs. They don't talk with each other, right? Events like Hello Tomorrow brings the people to saying that, I'm sure 20% of the audience didn't know about CERN, but now they go back and say, ooh, that guy talked about it, let me go check what's on CERN. So events like this, it's to make sure people are aware. What do you we have so much of information about everything everywhere, but getting that information is hard, right? What do you search for? So events like this are brilliant because now you know more about what you didn't know before. So I'm happy.
CERN is known as groundbreaking research center in high technology. What are the biggest advantages of the technologies you license to startups?
So whatever tech we develop is already being used, right? So we don't develop technology which is more like, let me think how to do that. Whatever we use are currently used at the Large Hadron Collider. So if you do TRL levels, we're at TRL 10 because it has to be mission critical, tested through a radiation protection, all of it. So it is used at a Large Hadron Collider. So which means that the tech comes with a lot of data on how to use it, how not to use it, when it works, when it doesn't work. But the asterisk I want to put it there, it's all under the realm of particle physics. So if you take that and do in a medical application, you still have to start from there to build your product and test it, but at least you have enough data to actually put in that startup already. The other thing what we want to do is, it's also the existing dogma that you are having a laser technology, you have to be a laser, you have to have a physics degree to understand lasers. You don't, right? I mean, you might be a surgeon who knows a lot about surgery, but you just want something to cut with. So a laser can help you do that, but you don't have to understand lasers. You just want a black box with a specific light characteristic, which will do that. So our view is, I'll give you the black box, test for your use case. If it works, great, you can raise money and hire a physicist in your group to help you with developing the product. But for me, it's to give the tool to the person so that they can build it. So that's why we want to kind of demystify the really high-tech, I can't use it, I need a physics degree, to saying that, ooh, it's a prototype. I've got a use case. Let me see what happens. I break it, Ash said it's okay. So that's pretty much what we want to do.
So you give it for free in the beginning?
Yes.
And how does the process of accessing CERN's technologies work for entrepreneurs? Can we get information about the application and the collaboration process?
Absolutely. So it's called ventureconnect.cern. That's our website where we run the Venture Connect program. It's a simple 2-page application. It's actually 4 questions. What are you building? Why are you building? What tech do you want to use? And what is your risk profile that you look at, the technical risk and how do you want to mitigate it? So that's the 4 questions we ask. The startups apply to that on the use case, on our tech. All of the tech is already there, interviews with the inventors, all the data sheet, all of it is there. So we want startups to say, ooh, I like that laser, but I'm not really sure, but this is what. Talk to us, we'll have a first call with you, and then second is like, ooh, that's good. We sign an agreement which is very simple, 0% equity, 2% royalty if you cross $1 million, million Swiss francs, and then we give you the prototype. Go build it. If you break it, thank you for trying, and then we go on.
What is CERN's role in the entrepreneurship ecosystem?
Look, we have a very unique role, as in our pursuit is not an entrepreneurship at all, right? Our pursuit is in particle physics. What was CERN's goal is to find out and answer questions on why do we exist, what is black matter, what is dark energy, all of that, right? But we also know that a lot of what we do can impact health, can impact imaging, cancer therapy. We have something called as proton therapy, which is a far better cancer therapy, and there's about 6 places that you can get that work for cancer. So our view is not on entrepreneurship. Our view is on creating the answer for those fundamental questions we don't. In that process, we have created some of these inventions, and we want startups to take it and go to market because they've got a fire in the belly to go get to market. So our view on entrepreneurship, CERN's view, is that we want to support entrepreneurs, we want to give the tools, we are not optimized to make money out of it. We measure only an impact, right? If you want to build something and save something, take it free almost. Most people have the problem with like, are you sure it's free? And I'm like, if it is 2% on $1 million, you pay 20,000 when you do $1 million in sales. That's less than what you pay, right? So it's almost free.
Can you give us a few examples of startups using CERN technologies? What are the success stories of these startups?
We got varying degrees, right? So historically, always it was on imaging, right? And so PET, which is processed on electron tomography, the tech was developed. Some of it was contributed by CERN, and MRI, the magnets, and all of it. From a startup perspective, there's one called as Therapet. Sorry, I just blanked out the name. Therapet. Two physicists who came up with, they build proton therapy machines to do cancer therapy. It's a startup based right in Meran in Switzerland. We're working with another startup called Reshape Systems. It's a spin out of CERN. Andrea, who's the CEO and founder, is building AI for reliability systems. He built that for CERN. So imagine we've got millions of sensors that will stop or break, right? Saying we shut down. So he wrote the whole reliability code for the LHC that you can go and use it outside. So you're building a fire evacuation plan for this. It'll give you the reliability engineering for how to do it, where the building stands, all AI driven. So that's a spin out that came out last year. So and he's building great things. I think those are two successes because it's CERN folks who are actually doing. Infocal is another startup which uses our lasers to mark food and engrave. There's two or three more, which is early stages.
And what are your future strategic objectives? Which areas are you planning to focus more?
So, we've got photonics, laser stuff. We've got something which is on timing, which is called White Rabbit. The technology which we talked about today is called Accurate Chip. So we've got a lot of these fundamental platform technologies which can be used for multiple things, from DNA sequencing to insulin pump control to all of it. We are fully aware we are not the experts of all applications. We want startups to come tell us, hey, by the way, I think I can use it for it. I'm like, go try it, because I don't know, right? And so if you ask me what my goal the next years is, that we want more startups coming in saying, look, I've run out of prototypes because I've got some money internally to build prototypes. I'm like, there are 20 startups which has taken all the boards. There's 20 more waiting, which means that people want more, which is fantastic, amazing problem to have, where I can go in again and say, look, I've got all the prototypes out because these startups are building it. I want more, right? And I want more technologies where I can build prototypes and give. So that's pretty much what I want to measure on.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Pleasure's mine.